Hello and welcome. This is Borno Restoration. I am Jesse Tafida. Today on the program, we will sort out views of government officials and Maiduguri residents on their expectations from Governor Zulum in the year 2025. First, let's bring you the latest on Borno today. Over the past months, communities in Borno have recorded several attacks by insurgents. Some villages and military outposts have been dislodged in Sabongari, Wajiroko and Wulgo. Today, Governor Zulum holds an urgent security meeting to address the issue. Members of the Security Council, traditional leaders and heads of security agencies are present. Governor Zulum says the federal government should focus more on the northeast, especially Borno State, which borders 3 nations, in its effort to combat terrorism in Nigeria.
We want to appeal to the federal government also to ensure that the northeastern part of Nigeria receives the desired attention. A lot of foreign insurgents are coming into Nigeria. So if nothing is being done, the state will be in turmoil again. I believe the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will not accept this one, and the Nigerian armed forces will not accept this one.
Governor Zulum wants all hands on deck to ensure that the state continues to enjoy its relative peace. He called on security operatives to increase their efforts in fighting insurgency by taking the fight to the insurgents.
While we appreciate the tremendous support of the federal government of Nigeria, the tremendous support of the Nigerian military, as well as paramilitary, the police, the DSS, civil defense, and others, in maintaining law and order in the state, we also have to say the truth. Otherwise, all the gains that we have made so far will be a mirage.
The governor reaffirmed his commitment in supporting the military and other security agencies operating in Borno State to meet their goals of combating the state insurgency. It's the 4th edition of the Nigerian Army Human Rights Seminar. Gathered in this hall are top military officers, representatives from the civil society organizations, human rights groups, journalists, and government officials. Their presence underscores the importance of fostering mutual understanding between security agencies and civilians. According to keynote speakers, this relationship ensures that defense and national security issues does not compromise the basic democratic values of majority rules, minority rights, and freedom of speech, religion, and due process.
Most times, human rights are violated in situations where national security becomes paramount. Security officers are usually always involved in the violation of it. It comes with the territory that in little things like that, human rights takes a second place. They know what they're doing, they know what they want to do, and they want us to help them to find a way forward and how to share the responsibility to balance security and human rights.
The Joint Investigation Center to review the cases we have. So for those people that are in the Joint Investigation Center, they are not innocent. They have cases to answer. And that is why I'm telling you of the complex working group from the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation.
The seminar served as a platform for dialogue on best practices and accountability in handling human rights within security operations.
Today we are poised to engage in impactful discussions to bridge the gap between military operations and human rights advocacy. While our security forces are tasked with protecting our nation, we must recognize that they are also responsible for being accountable to human rights.
Experts at the panel session emphasized the importance of continuous training, public engagement, and policy reforms to ensure that human rights are respected during all security activities. It's the 4th College Day celebration of the College of Medical Sciences, University of Maiduguri. Gathered here are medical professors, lecturers, students and health practitioners. The aim is to celebrate successes of the college, identify key challenges for solutions to pave the way for a better healthcare service delivery.
No, I feel excited because this college day started when I became the acting provost, and today we are celebrating the 4th college day, and I have just 5 months to go. So we had the support of the management, both in terms of infrastructure and in terms of human capital development. The College of Medical Sciences, University of Maiduguri has come of age, and our vision is to become the top 10 in sub-Saharan Africa by the year 2030, and the journey has begun.
Management of the institution is proud to have graduated professionals from the college that are making waves across the world. Research persons at the event took time to digest issues surrounding the aftermath of the September 10th Maiduguri floods, which has posed health hazards to people in the state.
Right now, we are among the best in Africa, considering the manpower on ground, considering the equipments and the facilities on ground. And the move is as a result of the academic excellence and the supports that are coming. And you know, in this hospital, there are areas of specialties. In relation to kidney, we are among the best. In relation to other areas like neurology, like pediatry, you see, so University of Maiduguri happen to be among the best. So even in terms of the MBBS that we are training from the colleges, our products happen to be the best among those that we are already producing.
Medical students present at the event have been urged to uphold the standards of the profession and be good ambassadors of the institutions in their domains. The year 2024 has been one of the most challenging for the people of Borno State as waters from Alo Dam ravaged thousands of homes, hundreds of businesses, schools, markets and hospitals. Thousands of Maiduguri residents were forced to leave their homes for safety due to the flooding. But interestingly, things are back to normal and people have picked up the pieces of their lives. Today on Borno Restoration, we will sort out the views of residents of Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, on their expectations in the year 2025.
To be sincere with you, I have been in this state for more than 50 years and I have seen governors and leaders. But be it as it may, every leader has his problems. But if you look at the programs and the projects the present governor is engaging upon, Zulum, I must give him a kudos because his projects are solid ones, not the one that you just build and tomorrow water will wash it away. He gives projects and he supervises it. He goes there to monitor, to examine and make sure that it is properly done. So I give him kudos. And look at majority of my people that are traveling, people that are visitors in the state. Many of them are traveling outside the town. He gave them free bus. And then not only free bus, money to even eat on the way. So I appreciate the governor. Please. So, but everybody has his own side of the. But what I'm praying for is that what we are in presently now in Nigeria cannot be solved by a man or a woman. It is only God. So what I'm pleading with all of us is that we should be sincere. as you are dealing with your next neighbor, think of what somebody will do to you that will be good to you. And so if you know that that thing you want to do to your neighbor, that's not good, don't do it on your next neighbor. Think positively good for your neighbor. And then other people will think positively good for yourself. And when you do that, God will intervene in every situation. So we need the intervention of God to solve the problem Nigeria is presently in. And that is the only solution.
The people affected by the insurgency have migrated to Maiduguri and environs. And now with the resettlement process, more communities are now being rebuilt so that more displaced persons will now return back to their communities and ensure that healthcare is being provided. A modern general hospital is being constructed in Damboa and other local government areas so that to ensure seamless movement of people from different communities to Damboa, in Askira as well, and Uba. The general hospital there is also being reconstructed and upgraded so that people in that area will also receive the needed medical healthcare. Equally, with regards to education, more schools will be constructed, more teachers will also be employed, as the governor has rightly captured in his budget. 500 more teachers will be employed and will be deployed to communities in their need of these newly recruited teachers. So by and large, the state government, yes, there are challenges, but it's focusing more to ensure that more education is being provided to more people, more healthcare centers are being also built and also employed more healthcare workers. As you know, the governor, His Excellency Professor Zulum, has directed that there should be enhanced package with regards to remuneration to medical doctors, and more doctors will also be deployed. In his recent visit to southern part of Borno State, he directed that more medical doctors should be deployed to Goza, more medical doctors should be deployed to Uba and Askira Uba. People of Borno State should expect more developmental work with regards to infrastructure and other critical intervention, so they should expect more services with regards to livelihood support to victims of insurgency and also victims of flood disaster. They will receive more livelihood support so that they should earn their means of livelihood. This is what the governor has been saying, that people should earn their means of livelihood. Gone are the days when government will be providing handouts to people so that they will always rely on government for intervention.
Governor Zulum, a man of development. Governor Zulum, a principled man, and the Governor Zulum is a man who I can say is a man who is for his people day by night. He's a man of his people, for his people all the time. Because you can see since his assumption of office, from his first year as governor of Borno State till date, Professor Zulum is always day by night with his people, going to local government areas, going to nook and crannies of the state, only to make sure that his people sleep in peace, his people eat well, and his people dress well.
Honestly speaking, Professor Zulum is doing his best, and I wish him the best. And for me, he's doing everything. Yes, he has done well, and we hope he will continue doing the best things. I wish him all the best. My expectations from him is that scholarship, and the scholarship is put in place. He's doing the best thing. We wish him all the best.
2025 is another year for sustainability of what the governor has been doing. Looking at the budget size for 2025, which is about 584.7 billion naira, this goes to tell you that, yeah, the people of Borno should expect more. And the budget, which is the budget of recovery and continuity, by its name, it tells you that, yes, working towards recovery and then continuing from where we stop in 2024 to forge ahead. So we are hoping that if God will give us the lives to witness 2025, inshallah, more is on our way for the benefit of the people of Borno State. And on that note, I also want to appeal to citizens to continue supporting and praying for the government. Yeah, we enjoyed their support and cooperation in the previous years. We expect them to also sustain that so that Borno will bounce back strong again.
Governor's performance or what he has done so far, particularly in terms of security, is superb, because we've seen so many communities being resettled, so many communities picking up the pieces of their lives, in contrary to the years of experience that they are having at IDP's camp, depending on handouts, and some of them even in neighboring countries like Chad, Niger, and other countries. So by and large, there's improvement in security fortunes of the state. And of course, in terms of education, we've seen massive retraining of teachers, which we urge the government to continue in that direction, because that will directly fight the years of insurgency and the mindset of terrorists, and of course, catching the younger generation at tender age, giving them a sense of belonging. And talking about infrastructural development, like baristas will always say, Maiduguri now is res ipsa liquito in terms of infrastructural development. We've seen massive transformation in terms of road construction, in terms of overhead bridge, in terms of people picking up the pieces of their lives, and estate development, and so many other things that are what commendable in the year 2024. The Vice President of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, clearly stated in his book that with each new day in Africa, a gazelle wakes up knowing he must outrun the fastest lion or perish. And it is the same for the lion. It steers and stretches knowing it must outrun the fastest gazelle or staff. He said, whether you consider yourself as a gazelle or whether you consider yourself as a lion, you just have to run faster than others to survive. So the point I'm trying to make here is the governor, like he has already stated in during his budget presentation, he really need to match words with action, like we know him for, particularly in the area of industrialization, because an idle man is said to be the devil's workshop. And therefore, the governor really need to focus more attention on establishing industries or reviving moribund industries, or giving life or giving impetus to industries that are already there, so that it will serve as an avenue, as pathway to create multiplicity of job opportunities for teeming populace, for teeming youth, so as to hasten the post-insurgency recovery program of the government. And most importantly, I think the governor really needs to pay more attention on trans-border trade, giving more attention to border communities like the Gamborungala, the Kirawa axis, and other border communities, because Borno is sharing border with 3 different border countries of Chad, Niger, and Cameroon. If he gives more attention to trans-border trade, to reviving or giving more life to border communities, and of course, establishing industries, it will really help in boosting socio-economic activities, and of course, giving a life to Borno, and of course, the Lake Chad, because Borno, we are very much sure, we are cocksure that if much investment is done in Borno, Nigeria will smile, Africa will smile, and the entire humanity will smile.
Looking at the state government, the government tagged the 2025 budget as budget of restoration and continuity. So, if you can see, Maiduguri people have seen a lot. They have suffered a lot in terms of flooding. 70% of Maiduguri have been flooded and people found it difficult to live. People have lost their home, lost properties. But there is help. Yes, government is intervening and we can see help. People are helping, government is helping. People are started seeing lights at the end of the tunnel. But nevertheless, what happens has already happened, is from God, we know, and inshallah we have hope that God will do something, that people will have relief and will get their life back with the help from the NGO, government, and spiritual individuals that will help people. So we hope, inshallah, 2025 will be a year that will have our life back.
And that's our package on this episode of Borno Restoration. Many thanks for watching. I'm Jessie Tafida. See you next time. Bye-bye.